is something more we can change in this screen. Here in the main menu instance of the main menu prefab with the main menu script, we can change the music clip. We can set the music to loop or not. We can have a can set a value for the delay for the music to start. Um, and here we set which is the name that we use for the application to quit. No, that's this one, quit app scene name. So if we write that exit is the name for the application to quit, and we set that exit is the quit button scene that is going to be loaded, what will instead happen is that when we click the quit button, we are going to go out for the go out from the application. That's going to be true for PC and for mobile because in web you cannot exit. Here we have back button scene, but we really doesn't we don't have a back button in the screen. And here we set the scene that we are going to go for each one of the buttons, the scene names. Okay, so and we can also do this for the splash screen. We save our scene. Here in the splash screen we have the same thing. We can set the music, if it's loop, the delay, everything is similar. And we have a delay when we start the game because if you want to play an amazing sound when the player is going to start the game and the sound lasts some time, you can set a delay here for the game to start after you press play. Um, that's the sound that you can put in here when you press play, and yeah, this is the scene that you're going to go when you press start, and this is the menu scene you're going to go when you press the options button here in the screen. So now going back to our let's go to our help screen. Here we can also change our background. We can go to example image and we can change the image that we have in our background, and we have that. And here the back button we can change it, so let's say we want to add a background, we change the image in here, and the back button is a prefab, so if you press apply, all of your back buttons are going to change in the same fashion. And as I said before, you can have an image that has the instruction written in a special font or something, or you can use the text that you have here, and you can write whatever you like in your instructions here. You can write what goes here, and if you don't want it to be called help, you can change the title here, and you can change the color of the font if you like. It can be any color you like. Also for this, you can change the alignment and the maximum and minimum size, but I have set it up the best way I can, so you can use it just like that. um, yes, so we can test it by pressing play. Here you have, and you can give it another aspect radius. It's okay. In this help screen, we have the quitter prefab instance that, well, it was called quitter because it allows you to quit the screen. In this case, you're going back to the main menu. Here you have the back button scene. We don't have a quit button in this screen, but if you add one, you can use this um, to set it up. Here you can also have the music, the loop, the delay, and the name that will be used for the application to exit. So yes, in the case that you wanted to add a back button, I mean an exit button to go out of the application from here, you need to go to, when you create the button, you have to drag the quitter in here and select the proper function, the unquit button clicked. Menu screen is the script that we use in quitter. Sorry. So let's go now to our credits. No, to our, yeah, to our credit screen. Now let's go to our in-game. Well, you don't really have to change anything in-game. This screen just is just for you to see that you have to put your game in this scene. So when you press play, you go into your game. So I'm not going to do anything in here. Now let's go to the credits. So yeah, credits. Our back button is already updated. Here we can write the programmers, the graphics, the developers that go in here, and also you can change the color of this, of the text, in the same way. You can change the background in the same fashion, like this, and you see that it's working. You can go back to the main menu. There is something that you need to know is that the system uses the menu sounds player to play sound effects in the menu screens and to play music. You can set this up in the prefab, and for example, what this does is that if you select that a certain song plays in the main menu and you go to a screen that uses the same music, the music is not going to restart, it's going to keep playing. But if your music is different, the other music is going to play the other song. So that's the cool thing about it. And the reason we have a SFX player is that we have different volumes for the music that is playing and for the sounds. So we don't want the music to change volume when we play a sound with a different volume. So well, I'm going to go with this later. Let's go for the options screen first. Well, here in the options screen, we can also change the background as in the other screens. We can change the color of this text just like any other. And here we have each one of the sliders, and the slider is made by many other elements. The fill area, the field, you can change the color if you want it to be like another color. Also, the the handle can have another color. It is white, it can be red, for example. And let me see something. The slider has different color for each one of the states of the slider. I'm going to keep talking about this in the next video.